Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Any luck, Tonto?
None, Kemosabe. Me not find tracks anywhere.
Neither did I. Come on, we'll head back to the point we lost them.
No use, Kemosabe. Hard surface, hide footprints. We not pick up track here.
We can't let them get away. Not after they've robbed a bank. You know who they were?
When me hear shooting at bank, me not stop to ask questions. Me come after you quick.
Do you have any idea how much they stole?
Must be plenty. Whole town stirred up. We go back trying to find out more.
I would lose too much time. I'm convinced they're still somewhere in this area.
You not think them headed for border?
I doubt it. They seem to be riding in a circle.
Me wonder about that, too. Why bank robbers stay so close to town after them get money? What them want?
The only way we can find out is keep on their trail. Come on.
We'll find Carter and the girl, Jake. Just don't be sore at me.
Why not? If you hadn't let Carter see your face at the holdup, we wouldn't be riding after her now. Why didn't you kill him at the bank?
I tried to, I tell you. He just ran away too fast. You guys were still in the vault grabbing the money.
Shut up.
What'd you find out?
Looks like they cut off towards Devil's Pass.
Dad! Dad!
You run along, Jane. I can't make it any further. I've lost too much blood.
I'm staying with you, Dad.
I shouldn't let you run off with me like this. Just didn't think. You got to get away, Jane. You got to run, honey.
I'm not leaving. Not without you.
But they're right behind us. They'll kill us both now. They know I saw the one with a scar on his face.
Well, maybe they won't find us behind this rock. You have to rest. I'll get the horses and hide them. Dad! Dad!
Kemosabe, you hear girl call?
Out here, Tonto? It doesn't seem likely.
Me imagine, maybe.
We've been listening to sounds for so long that our ears may be playing us tricks.
You right. It's not like the girl involved in bank holdup. We ride on?
Tonto, look.
Footprints. 2 horses. But when we see tracks before, there are more than 2 horses.
Dad!
You're right, Tonto. That is a girl's voice.
And where it come from?
From over there. Come on.
Oh, no. No. You murdering coyote, you leave my father alone.
We not hurt you.
Stop lying. You chased us this far. Now you want to kill my father because you recognize one of your gang.
We're not chasing you. We're your friends.
You're outlaws, aren't you?
Jane.
Dad.
Jane, you're not the men after us. Who are you? Why do you wear that mask?
Never mind the mask. You're in trouble. We'd like to help you.
We've got to believe them, Jane. Outlaws. They're trying to murder my daughter and myself.
Dad was in the bank alone today when it was robbed. I was waiting for him outside.
Cashier pulled down one of the outlaws' masks. They killed him. I got away. Saved my daughter, Willie.
Kemosabe, men, come up pass.
Quick, your best.
Ground's all churned up, like they didn't know which way to turn. They must be close by.
What do you do, Kemosabe?
Wherever these outlaws are, we must turn them aside for the time being.
You take big risk with that vest on. They think you man they must kill.
I hope to lead them far enough away before I give them the slip.
I don't understand why you're helping us.
You will, Miss Jane. Tom will get the horses behind the rock. I'll be back.
There goes the old man now.
Where's the girl?
What difference does it make? She didn't see your face. It's the old man we want. Come on.
Me hide horse is good.
Dad.
What happened to him?
Well, he's smarter than I gave him credit for.
And we can still catch him.
Which way you gonna start looking, stupid? He's let us on the ground that's too hard. We don't stand a chance of following his hoof prints now.
What are we going to do?
We're going to start back to town, take this cash to the boss.
Then what? You can't let Carter get away.
This is the boss's problem. We'll dump it in his lab, and he'll be in as much trouble as we will if he don't stop that old man from giving out Cliff's description. Let's go.
Who's that?
My friend, him come back now. You'll be safe. You get clue who men are, Kimasabi?
Not much of a chance, fellow.
Thanks a lot for everything. I'm Jane Carter, and this is my father. I suppose there's no use asking your name. If you wanted to be known, you wouldn't wear that mask.
That's right. May I have my hat, please?
Too bad there weren't more of you to catch the crooks. You'd sure get the reward money.
Mr. Carter, I'm not after any reward. I'm helping you because I want to see the bank's money returned. If the people around here go broke, it can harm the future development of this whole territory.
But what can we do?
Mr. Carter, you said you recognized one of these outlaws.
That's right. I've seen him around town. Don't know his name, but there was a big scar on his face.
That may be enough. If we get his description to the sheriff, we may be able to capture the whole gang.
But there isn't any sheriff.
He was killed a month ago, probably by those same outlaws.
You mean there's no law and order in this town?
Oh, there's still some. Squire Turnbull sees to that.
Who's Squire Turnbull?
Leading citizen in the town, Indian. Folks depend on him a lot. He and his men have done the best they can to capture these outlaws.
Then he's the man to help us. Tonto, you go with Jane and Mr. Carter to their house. Their lives will be in great danger, so take every precaution for their safety.
Me understand, Kimasabi.
Where are you going, mister?
To see Squire Turnbull and ask for some of his men to guard your place.
You think the outlaws will come there after us?
I'm afraid they'll come after you anywhere, since your father can identify one of them.
All right, Squire. Don't just stand there looking at that silly hunk of china. Say something.
And where, may I ask, is Fred? Have you lost him, too?
Horse got trouble with one of its shoes. They had to stop and fix it.
Hey, he'll be along.
Naturally.
I couldn't help not killing Carter. Squire, he ran out of the bank too fast.
I was in a cafe across the street at the time of the holdup, Cliff. You need not go into the dismal details. I know what happened.
You don't look very bothered for a guy who spent 3 years building up a reputation as a loyal, honest citizen. If Cliff gets picked up on Carter's description, he might squeal.
Carter, eh? Well, we can see to it that he doesn't squeal. That should be very simple. But first, the money. I'm glad you didn't lose this, Jake.
All right, Squire. Stop talking like a fancy pants orator.
You know, I think you're more scared than Carter is. Yes, indeed, I think you are. You know, Jake, we have no sheriff. We took care of that a month ago, didn't we? You know, Carter can only cause trouble if he gets to the sheriff in Featherstone County.
Who's saying Carter ain't in Featherstone County now?
Well, I doubt it. It's 38 miles away. Besides, he's wounded.
Yeah, but just a scalp wound.
Ah, don't get excited, Cliff. See, boys, the old man can't last very long if he's lost so much blood. He may hide out in the hills for a while, but he'll head for home sooner or later.
Listen, Squire, you're in this just as deep as we are. So quit beating around the bush.
What do you want us to do about Carter and the girl?
Yeah, there's only one thing to do. Carter knows too much, and by this time so does the girl.
Yeah, we kill them both, huh?
Let's not talk about it. Let's have it done. Even discussing bloodshed makes me ill. Please, please, my Dresden, it's priceless. I think you'd better get going.
And what about you?
Oh, I'll have the money all counted out by the time you return.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Come, come. We've been working together too long. Let's not be embittered toward one another at this late date. Now, my suggestion is...
What's that noise?
You are nervous, aren't you? Could be 1,000 things. I'm not expecting any visitors, I can assure you. See, there's nothing at all. Probably some squirrels scampering around.
Yeah, sure, but maybe I better look.
Quit stalling around. Get to the Carter ranch immediately.
Yeah, what if they're not there?
Use your head. You'll just wait for them. Now on your way.
You and the squire can sit it out until I get back. I'm sure you'll be around.
You really figure the dummy may fool him, Indian?
It's worth a try. My friend not back yet with Squire's men. We outnumbered if gang come for you before they get here.
That's what worries me.
If gang see dummy from window, then maybe think of you. Shoot from outside, maybe. Not come in right away. Think maybe you dead.
But they might not ride off like you think. Oh, why isn't that masked man here?
He'll be here, Jane. And get away from the window.
Please, Dad. With that wound, you shouldn't even be in here.
And stop treating me like an invalid. What if they don't ride off, Indian?
Then we fight till help come.
We can't count on help.
Help always come when people fight for right.
He's got something there, Jane.
Look, those riders through the window there. I can't tell whether they're the squire's men or the outlaws.
We find out plenty fast. You get down.
Carter's there, all right. Look at that window. Sitting in his rocker bright as day. Guess he figured we wouldn't dare come to his house.
Yeah, wonder where the girl is.
I don't see her horse. I reckon she was too scared to come back.
This won't take no time at all. You first, Jake.
What about me?
You had a crack at him at 10 feet and missed, remember? Now you want to try it from this distance.
You got him, Jake. Let's go. Hey, wait. Let's make sure the girl's nowhere around.
I'm not far from Dick. Must shoot now.
Something's wrong. There's someone else in there with him.
Must be the girl.
Whoever it is, we've got to take care of him.
You have another rifle? Never had much need for firearms. That's the only one, Indian.
Use that.
I'm not waiting any longer.
James!
My horse is out back, Dad. I can get to the squires for help before the outlaws surround the place. Something must have happened to your friend.
You not go, Jane. You safer here. My friend him come, you not worry.
Well, he should have been here by now. I'm gonna go for help.
Jane! Not get her now. Stay at window. Jane, get away if we keep them busy out front.
We can lick this. They're surrounding the house and moving in from two directions.
Who's going?
You and Cal. All right, go on.
You sit here nice and safe.
Listen, you two get to the back of that house in 2 seconds, or you won't be going no place.
Forget it, mister. I'll get over there. That's far enough.
We got him now, Kimasabi.
Get the other one's gun, Tonto.
What happened? Where's the squire's men?
They're right here. There's still one to get.
These men? No, you must be wrong.
I'm not wrong, Mr. Carter. I just came back from his house and overheard the whole plot. Your friend, the squire, was behind that bank robbery this morning. Behind the whole plot to kill you.
May hear you say about Squire.
That's right, Tonto.
But Jane just left for the squire's house 5 minutes ago.
What? Why did she do that?
She run away while me hold off outlaws. She go for help. Me try to stop her, Kimasabi.
Finish tying them up. I'm getting back to the squires.
You mean to say that no masked man has even been here asking for help?
No, my dear, but then how can you trust a man who wears a mask? It only indicates that he has something to hide. He's probably a thief.
Oh, I don't believe that.
It's probably the truth, though. But I'm distressed to learn about your father's predicament.
Squire, you've got to do something. The robbers are at the ranch now. I don't know how long Dad can hold out. There's just he and the Indian.
The Indian? That's interesting. How does he fit into this?
Well, I guess he's just the masked man's friend.
Friend, eh?
That's not important. Haven't you some men you can send?
Ah, patience, my dear, patience. My men will be here directly, and I'll send them right out to your home.
But when, Squire, when?
You know, this masked man and the Indian, they might cause some trouble. Tell me, what makes you think that they're so trustworthy?
Well, I don't know. They talk and act like they are. And this morning they helped Dad and me get away from those outlaws. I hear someone coming. Maybe it's your men.
Well, let us hope so.
Squire, we're in trouble at the Carter's place. Jake and Cal have been nabbed by some mask dumping. I think that... What's she doing here?
That scar on your face. You're the man at the robbery this morning. Oh, no. I don't believe it.
I'm afraid, my dear, you must. So you bungled things again.
No, we couldn't help ourselves, Squire. We were caught between two fires.
Yes, I know. 2 men who apparently were on the side of the law. A masked man and an Indian. Or did you see the Indian?
Indian?
Well, your powers of observation are phenomenal, my dear friend.
Oh, talk English, will you?
With you, it would be impossible. But our situation is still not very hopeless. Since Miss Carter here has come to visit us, we can use her as bait to lead her friends to us. Oh, no. Not so fast, my dear. That'll be unnecessary, I think. You are a little wildcat, aren't you?
What are you going to do with her, Squire?
Nothing yet. We'll just keep her here until our friends come to rescue her, which I'm quite sure they will. Then...
I'm here now, Squire. Put your hands up and turn around carefully. You shouldn't have tried that, Squire.
I'm an optimist, sir. I do not accept defeat. But I admire the way you use a gun, also the way you entered my open bedroom window so silently.
Unfortunately, it was my only recourse. Just so you don't get any fancy ideas either.
But I think we can come to some terms.
Do you, Squire?
Come, let's not quibble. Every man has his price. What's yours?
Now, listen, Squire, I don't think you ought to...
Nobody's asking you to think. You see, sir, you must disregard Cliff here and all the rest as you please, and you and I can split the bank money between us. If that sounds reasonable.
Why, you no good rat.
Unfortunately, Cliff, that is the way of life.
Not exactly, Squire. There's still decent people in this world who don't double-cross their fellow men.
I knew you were on our side. Tell me, is Dad safe?
Quite safe, Jane. Now, if you'll please find me some rope.
All right.
I don't know what that rope is for, but if you think you can torture me into disclosing what the money is, I can assure you I never will.
That's what you think, Squire. So you'll toss me off, huh? Mister, I'll show you where the money is. And it's right here in this room.
Go ahead.
It's in here. That's where the money is, all of it. How do you like it? You won't get it. Just the masked man and that engine. And that's all right by me, you double-crossing rat. Stupid fool!
Do you realize I was stalling for time?
Now, put out your hands. Jane, think you can tie him up?
With the utmost pleasure.
Oh, my dress. My precious dress.
All right, Squire. I'm taking you to jail to be held for the United States Marshal. Mr. Carter, you'll have no more trouble with the Squire and his men now that the Marshal has them.
We can never thank you enough.
No need for thanks, Jane. Well, Tonto and I must be on our way.
But wait a minute.
Adios.
But Jane, they came so mysteriously and they left so quick. Aren't they anxious to stay and see that the law will be upheld?
They'll be back if they're needed, Dad.
How do you know?
The masked man gave me this as a token of what he stood for.
A silver bullet.
Mm-hmm. Don't you remember those wonderful stories we used to hear and never believe of a man on a white horse who carried silver bullets and stood for law and order?
Why, yes.
Well, you can believe them now, Dad. He's the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver! Ho!